Hey guys, it's me, Oscar Boy, and today we're gonna be ranking every episode of the Manty Show season 4, and yeah, last time we did season 1, season 2, season 3, and now season 4, and this is the last ranking video of season 4 of the Manty Show for now, because I will do one more, but that won't happen to maybe like next month or so. And yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, comment below what you guys want to see next. Smash the like button, and yeah, let's get started. Chalk War. Chalk War, like that. This episode is definitely good. It's a good start to season 4 at that time. The part is that Jimmy, Tom, and Ben have the idea to do a war where they have chalks and if anything they draw comes to life and it acts like a war. It's a good concept, and it definitely has a good plot and idea at the same time. What I'm trying to say is that it's a good episode. So I'm gonna rank it 8 out of 10. Invisible Tom. Now, Invisible Tom, this episode was it was okay. It's like mediocre because the part is that Tom becomes invisible, obviously, but when he becomes invisible, he shows it to Ben, then to Jimmy, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Tom doesn't do that much with and there's not that much to say because it just feels boring in some cases. So for that, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. Tom's superpower. Now, Tom's superpower. Fun fact, it's one of my favorite episodes. Basically, the part is that Tom gets superpowers from this random small tiny girl, and then he uses the superpowers on his advantage. And plus, there's a Dan and Nanny appearance, which makes it the first Dan and Nanny appearance in season 4. And yeah, Tom's superpower was just a good episode. It's one of my favorites, and because I say that, I'm gonna rank it a 10 out of 10. The next episode is Jimmy the Robot. Now, this was a very interesting idea, having a character that first appeared in season 3 become into a robot by Tom. This episode is basically what, as the title says, where Jimmy wants to become a robot. He becomes a robot. He starts messing around with some people. Heck, he even messed around with Daisy, like his own sister. And yeah, it's a really good episode. Like there are some parts that make me laugh and that. And yeah, so I'm gonna rank it a 9 out of 10 because it was very close to being my favorite. Just very close. Gerald Ben. Now, Gerald Ben is just one of those episodes that is perfect. In my opinion, Gerald Ben is one of my favorite episodes of season 4. The part is that Ben wants to become a Jello because for some reason he thinks that being a Jello will be the best thing of his life. And when he becomes a Jello, he starts to show it to his friends, and he starts to use it as like some kind of superpower. And I don't have that much to say. All I can say is that Gerald Ben is also Jack's first appearance in season 4. And yeah, it's a really good episode. It's definitely perfect. So in my opinion, I'm going to rank it 10 out of 10. Daisy's birthday. Daisy's birthday, again, another favorite of mine. It's one of my favorite episodes of season 4. And in my opinion, this was like the good era of the Manty Show, season 4. The part is that it's Daisy's birthday, and Daisy wishes that she could see her friends in the future, of what they would look like if they were grown-ups. And basically, it brings me a smile when I see it. The plot is just so good. The idea is something that I would never thought of. And fun fact, the episode was originally made from season 2, but because I couldn't get it out on season 2 because of 13 episodes at that time, I decided to just save it and hoping that I'll ever bring it back until now. So yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. The next episode is Tom's Garden. Tom's Garden Yeah, if you watch my top 5 okay episodes from the Manty Show, you'll know that it's just okay. It's not too interesting. It's just Tom decides to use a potion on his garden. It becomes giant. Then Ben and Tom go inside, and then random things happen. Like, it's hard to explain, but random stuff happened in that episode. And in my opinion, it's way too weird, and it definitely doesn't seem too interesting at the same time. So for that, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. And the Dan Nanny segment is not that good anyways. It's just kind of bad. The next episode is Ben's Secret. Now this is actually a good episode, thankfully. Like, the episode basically where Jimmy wants to know what Ben's secret is, so badly. And all I can say about this episode, cause I'm gonna make this summary really short. All I can say for this episode is that Jack's third appearance, and we get to see the dad. We get to see the dad the third time, cause they appeared on Dave's birthday and Trunk War and stuff. So yeah, for that I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Next episode is Stinky Grandpa Returns. Back in season 1, there was an episode called Stinky Grandpa Returns. You might remember it on my video season 1 ranking. It was basically, obviously, where the grandpa comes, but this time the grandpa comes back and Ben brings Daisy and Jimmy to meet Ben's grandpa for the first time. It sounds interesting, but when you watch it, it's just gonna remind you of Dumb Tom, and plus, it's not too good. It's just a bad episode, so for that, I'll give it 1 out of 10. And that's because there's only one good part about it, and that's the airplane scene, like where we get to see like a split second of the airplane. So yeah. Next episode is Ben's Fear. Again, an okay episode. There's only one good part about it, and that's we got the famous Ben Skittles line. But the part that Ben is scared of, he's scared of spiders, and yeah. And that's all I have to say about that episode. I don't have too much to say about it. I'm just gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Could have done better, but oh well. The next episode is Potion Madness. Potion Madness, it's a good episode in my opinion. It sounds interesting, and when you watch it, it's actually interesting to watch. There are some parts where it feels boring, but other than else, it's a good episode. Other than else, and the parts that Ben and Jack both drink different potions that Jack got from the potion store, and then basically weird crap happens. That's what I'm gonna say. Weird stuff happens. So yeah, for that I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. The next episode is Jack's Bodyguard. Jack's Bodyguard, again, another good episode. Like the part that Jack gets a bodyguard, but the bodyguard is actually mean, and the bodyguard becomes mean to Ben, and basically Jack has to solve that problem. And if there's one part that's my favorite about this episode, it's the musical song Ghosted. And after so long, I decided to bring back a musical song. And yeah, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. And the last episode of the Manty Show Season 4 and Forever is the talent show. Now, the talent show, it's just okay. It could have done a little bit better. It's not too good of an ending. Like, I prefer watching the portal from Season 3 than a talent show. All I'm gonna say is that everyone has a talent except for Ben. So Ben asked Tom if Tom could give him a talent. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that episode. I'm gonna have to rank it a 6 out of 10. Could have done a little bit better, but for a finale of the Manty Show Forever, for Season 4 and Forever, yeah, it could have done a bit better. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more, don't like, smash that like button, comment below what you guys want to see next. And until next one, guys, peace. Game Boy out. Peace.